Welcome, Chosen One. You have landed on this page in accordance with your destiny. You are directed here by somebody that believes in you and wants you to succeed. By the end of this short presentation, you will know exactly what has been missing in your life to allow you to realize your dreams. And you will find out exactly how to manifest absolutely anything that you wish for. But first, let me ask you a question. Have you ever considered exactly what your brain is capable of? Have you ever thought about whether you are truly using all of your brain's unique powers? Would it surprise you to know that your DNA is equipped with 20,000 to 30,000 genes, each programmed to help you think faster and to give you the power to succeed and be happy? Yet, over 98% of those genes lie dormant within you. The fact that you have been accessing less than 2% of your genes is the very reason that you are yet to unlock the wealth, happiness, and prosperity that you deserve. But what if I were to tell you that there is a way to unlock more of these genes? That the secret to manifesting everything your heart desires lies within you already and is yet to be released. And that is this neurological switch, this simple function which lies within you right now, ready to be activated. That is the only thing that is needed to bring you the wealth and abundance that you always dreamt about. I know the road that led you here was not easy. The universe works in mysterious ways and tests each of us differently. I sense that you've suffered. You've endured many great trials, overcome vast obstacles, and shown resilience in the face of adversity. And for your courage and celestial strength, you will be justly rewarded. In fact, over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal to you a secret that will feel like a heavenly light is shining down upon you. And once you've activated the unique neurological switch which already lies within you, you're going to feel energized, uplifted, and reborn as all of your regrets, negative thoughts, and personal failures are washed away by a healing tide. In no time at all, you could feel more confident, joyous, and motivated than ever before. And once you gain access to more and more of your DNA's unique genes, you could have the ability to manifest the most cherished energy resource in the modern world: money. But before I reveal what this shocking secret is, please do allow me to introduce myself. My name is Professor Simon Wendell, and I have spent my entire life researching the human brain. For years, I have known that there has always been something holding us back as a species, but it took me over 2 decades before I finally discovered exactly what it is. Much of my study has been focused on the concept of epigenetic activation. Epigenetic activation refers to the process by which genes that were previously silenced are turned on through epigenetic modifications. Epigenetics involves changes in gene expression without altering the DNA sequence itself, and modifications can be influenced by various factors, including environmental conditions, lifestyle, and disease states. One notable study that investigated epigenetic modifications due to high-pressure situations in the 2015 research on soldiers deployed to combat zones. Indeed, this study illustrated how high-pressure situations such as combat can lead to epigenetic modifications that affect gene expression, ultimately enabling the activation of genes that had previously lay dormant. But what most interested me was the study of epigenetic activation within some of the world's most unique and high-achieving people. Because as it turns out, many of these people had been searching for the exact same thing I was, and had found it. Indeed, the quest for epigenetic activation is nothing new. As early as the 17th century, Sir Isaac Newton dedicated much of his time to this quest, eventually leading him to single-handedly changing the way we understand and look at the universe. In the 18th century, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart also embarked on this successful journey, enabling him to reach the level of creative genius and become one of the most celebrated composers in history. Both of them talked freely about how elevating their mind's capacity to a level far above that of the average human had allowed them to solve problems and overcome challenges almost effortlessly. And in today's world, we see more and more examples of the human brain being pushed to its neurological limit. When Usain Bolt ran the 100 meters in 9.58 seconds, it wasn't just his body that was functioning at a far higher level than that of a normal human being. Indeed, to achieve such a feat, Bolt would have reached an epigenetic activation level of close to 9%, around 7 times the level of that of the average adult human. When Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer, and Rafael Nadal were playing out some of the greatest Grand Slam finals in tennis history, matches that could reach 4 hours in length, their epigenetic levels were off the scale. And when actors and actresses like Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep produced Academy Award-winning performances, their epigenetic levels also reached epic levels. Indeed, in all of these instances, dormant, inactive genes were activated, unlocking almost superhuman abilities and allowing the brain and body to gain access to an entirely new set of instructions. What interested me, however, was how the superhuman brain power might be able to transform everyday people's lives if they were able to gain access to it. Of course, it wouldn't be able to turn us into composers, actors, or sports stars overnight, but there was no doubt in my mind that the lives of normal, everyday people could be hugely enhanced by its powers. Indeed, if I could discover a way for normal people to activate the dormant, inactive genes lying within them, then those people would inevitably unlock abilities that they never realized that they possessed. And in turn, great things would happen to those people. Not only would they be able to think and achieve things faster, but they would also inevitably be far more likely to find wealth, success, happiness, and prosperity. It got me thinking of some of the richest people in the world, incredible entrepreneurs such as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Musk is perhaps the most perfect example of somebody who has activated significantly more genes than the rest of us. Almost everybody that has met Musk talks not only about his incredible ability to absorb information, but also his superhuman capabilities of doing the job of 10 to 20 people combined. All of this has allowed him to achieve a net worth almost $250 billion. And it was this that got me really excited, because I knew that success, money, and wealth would be an inevitable consequence for absolutely anybody should they find a way to activate the right dormant genes that lie within them. What's more, studies have even found that those who have managed to achieve this feat have also often gone on to pass on such abilities to their children, setting them up in life for an incredible future. So what you might be asking right now is, why have people such as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk been able to activate the dormant genes that lie within them, but I haven't? The reality is that over 99.99% of the world's population never activate these genes, mostly because they are not aware of the possibility of doing so. And the vast majority that are aware and attempt to find a method to activate them ultimately fail to do so. Many have turned to meditation as a method to boost their epigenetic activation levels. But whilst there have been some instances of success, meditation is extremely time-consuming, needing to be practiced for hours each day and is seldom practiced correctly. Others have tried electromagnetic devices or sound therapy to boost epigenetic activation. But again, whilst these methods have had some limited success, the impact they have made has not been enough to make any real difference to the vast majority of people's lives. I needed to find an easier, more accessible way that would allow absolutely anybody to boost their epigenetic activation levels to a point whereby so many of the dormant genes within them would be activated that they would inevitably experience an incredible difference in their lives in terms of wealth, prosperity, and happiness. And after years of extensive research, the only method that I was convinced would work was hypnosis. I discovered that thanks to advancements in medical technology, scientists had been able to use the latest neurological scanning equipment to investigate changes in the brain while a person is under hypnosis. And what they found has been nothing short of astounding. Hypnosis actually has the power to change electrochemical activity in the brain, moving brain activity away from the default mode network and towards the prefrontal lobes. And when a highly skilled spiritual healer induces a seeker into a state of hypnosis, the healer can reprogram the seeker's mind, and most crucially of all, can trigger a neurological switch in that person's mind, enabling him or her to boost the epigenetic activation levels and replace all of the negativity within that person with confidence, motivation, positivity, and high self-esteem, whilst also giving them the ability to freely achieve success, happiness, and receive incredible monetary wealth. I realized that if I could find the right spiritual healer, then I was really on to something. So I embarked on a comprehensive research of the leading hypnotists in the world. One name stood out to me: Aaron Surtees. Aaron is one of the UK's leading hypnotists, and just one look on his website was more than enough to prove his credentials. Aaron has appeared on multiple television channels, such as the BBC, and in numerous magazines such as Business Insider and Cosmopolitan, and through the medium of hypnosis has successfully helped treat people for a range of things, such as weight loss, gambling, addiction, and to quit smoking. But what really piqued my interest was Aaron's work in the field of wealth manifestation. Aaron had numerous case studies in which he'd actually been able to activate previously dormant switches within a person's mind to enable them to attract amazing wealth and prosperity. This was extremely exciting. So I contacted Aaron via email, and I received a reply almost instantly. 10 minutes later, we were on a phone call, deep in discussion about our various studies and findings. Aaron was extremely interested when I talked about the concept of epigenetic activation to him. I explained to him that I'd spent years on a quest to find a method that would allow absolutely anybody to almost instantly boost their epigenetic activation levels in order to seriously improve their lives. And as I did so, I could feel a little light bulb switch on in Aaron's head. This was a eureka moment for him. "Leave it with me, Simon," he said. "Give me a couple of weeks and I'll have something for you." And so I waited, and sure enough, a little under 2 weeks later, I received an excited phone call from Aaron. "Okay, I think I've cracked it," he exclaimed. Things moved along from there at a pace. Aaron was convinced that he had come up with the perfect short 10-minute hypnosis session to allow absolutely anybody to boost their epigenetic activation levels to a point whereby they would be able to attract incredible wealth, success, and happiness. He called this method neural wealth. Within minutes, I'd agreed to take a flight over to London in order to be the first to experience Aaron's neural wealth session. And so just a few days later, there I was, sitting comfortably in a chair at Aaron's offices in London, where he began the cleansing process of reprogramming my unconscious mind, ridding my brain of negativity and gradually raising my vibration to a level at which I would be able to activate vital, previously dormant genes that lay within me. Aaron's voice was calm and soothing as he spoke to me. I felt more at ease than I'd ever felt in my entire life. I was in a state of relaxed, concentrated awareness. As Aaron spoke to me, I could feel a heavy weight lifting from my shoulders, negativity leaving my body, and positive energy flooding my entire body. Aaron explained that the default position of the human mind is to vibrate at an average or below average frequency, thus preventing epigenetic activation, which in turn prevents wealth, success, and abundance from flowing to us. By raising the level at which I was vibrating, Aaron was able to activate a neurological switch within my mind, which would give me the ability to boost my epigenetic activation levels to a level never experienced before. After the session, which lasted just 10 minutes, I thanked Aaron and I returned to my hotel. Already, I felt immense positivity running through my veins. A few days later, I flew back home, and it wasn't long before something extraordinary happened. The very next day, I received a letter through the post. I opened it up, and inside was a check for $50,000. I'd been applying for years to receive a grant for one of my studies without a response, yet within just 72 hours of experiencing Aaron's neural wealth session, there was the money. I was ecstatic. Only a few days later, I received an extremely excited phone call from Aaron. He told me that a few hours after I experienced his neural wealth session, he tried it out on another client who had been experiencing anxiety as a result of her struggling business. This client had just contacted Aaron that she'd suddenly gained 2 brand new high-paying clients. It was as if all of this was happening by magic. Through the weeks and months that followed, Aaron contacted me telling me about more and more amazing success stories. There were stories of amazing health recoveries, of rekindled relationships, and in particular, of newfound wealth and success. We had no doubt that all of these successes were down to the increased epigenetic activation levels experienced as a result of Aaron's neural wealth session. As all of this was going on, my life was continuing to flourish. I was suddenly winning many plaudits for numerous previously ignored studies that I'd long since completed, and the intention this was bringing was also vastly increasing my bank balance. My health and state of mind was never better, and my personal relationships were flourishing like never before. I knew that it was now time to take things to the next level. Aaron and I had already discussed the possibility of making an audio recording of Aaron's Neural Wealth session so that people from all around the world would be able to benefit from his unique powers to increase their epigenetic activation levels and vastly improve their lives. And we decided that I would find some people to try it out on. The very next morning, I received an email from him with a small audio file attached. The email read, "Okay, here it is. The exact same Neural Wealth session that I gave to you. Get somebody you know to listen to it when they are relaxed and alone in a quiet environment." And so that's exactly what I did. The first person I thought about was my cousin Jeff. Jeff had been in and out of work for some time and had struggled with anxiety for most of his adult life. He really needed to catch a break, and I prayed that Aaron's Neural Wealth session might be exactly what he was looking for. So I met up with him, sent him the recording, and made sure he was in a relaxed environment to listen to it. A week later, I met up with him, and again, I was amazed at the difference in him. Suddenly, he seemed alive and focused. It was like a fog had lifted, and he could finally start his life the way he wanted it to be. He had a happiness and an energy I'd never seen before in him, and was excited to tell me about the new job he was going to interview for the following day. A few days later, he phoned me, and I wasn't one bit surprised that he had been offered the job. Since then, Jeff has gone from strength to strength, has been promoted multiple times, and is becoming an absolute whiz on the stock market. From there, I tried the same thing with other family members and friends. Each of them listened to Aaron's Neural Wealth session, and each of them had their lives completely transformed in a variety of different ways. My friend Kevin had always talked to me about making money trading Forex, but had never had the courage to actually try to do it. So just 2 weeks after listening to Aaron's Neural Wealth session, not only had he bit the bullet and started to trade, but he was already up over $20,000. And there were crazier tales than that. My niece Sylvia, only 21 years old, had listened to Aaron's audio file, and the very next day she won over $15,000 on the lotto. And people were not only attracting wealth, but they were also attracting positivity, happiness, and an ability to do things that they didn't realize they were capable of. And that's the true power of epigenetic activation, unlocking genes containing how-to instructions that were previously inaccessible to your brain and body. Your brain is capable of extraordinary things once it gets access to these genes, and attracting wealth, success, and prosperity is almost inevitable once you do. But what you're thinking now is, all of this sounds wonderful, but what can I do to unlock those genes and make this work for me? Well, let me tell you, it really is extremely simple. All you need to do is sit or lie down alone in a quiet room, relax, then listen to Aaron's 10-minute Neural Wealth audio track that I'm going to give you today. Then live your life as normal. That's it. It's really that easy. This short 10-minute track has already helped thousands of people from around the world discover abilities that they never imagined existed within them, improving their lives in unimaginable ways and allowing them to attract incredible wealth. And it's available today for you to download and listen to instantly. From that point onward, a neurological switch within your mind will be activated, allowing your epigenetic activation levels to be boosted substantially. You could soon see money, wealth, and abundance simply flow into your life. That's exactly what happened to me, my cousin, and to the thousands of people that have already tested Aaron's Neural Wealth track. Not only this, but the instant surge of epigenetic activation levels will allow your brain to function like it never functioned before. Soon, you could be capable of performing extraordinary feats and have skills that you never knew you had. And as more and more of the genes within your DNA are activated, you might be able to master once difficult tasks with incredible ease. This is exactly what happened to Kevin from Augusta, Georgia, who wrote, "My life was a mess, and I felt I had nowhere to turn. I'd been laid off and was in danger of losing my home. Yet out of nowhere, a friend told me about the Neural Wealth, and things turned around almost instantly. The day after listening to the track, I suddenly had this new energy and motivation, and just started to find stuff I'd previously hated really easy to do. Within 30 days, I'd managed to start a business online, and within just a few months, I was making over $10,000 in profits every single week. And Helena from Brooklyn, New York, who wrote, I was a single mom, and life was an everyday struggle. I was heavily reliant on friends and family just to get by. Then I heard about neural wealth, and everything changed. Since then, I'm a changed person. I'm confident, assertive, and people are now coming to me for help. Money has started to appear in my life in all kinds of different ways. In fact, I'm now in an amazing relationship with a super successful guy who has made me a partner in one of his businesses. I never imagined happiness like this, and it's all down to Aaron's neural wealth track. Indeed, what people have found is that by listening to Aaron's neural wealth track, not only have they attracted almost instant wealth and success, but so many other parts of their everyday lives have changed for the better. They've found themselves to have increased memory capabilities, to think quicker, and to suddenly be able to make real and lasting contributions to various situations and conversations. Suddenly, people have started to see them in a new light, and as the bright, charismatic, and successful people that they always believed they could be. Things like stress and anxiety have become a thing of the past, as decision-making abilities have skyrocketed, and life processes that were once seen as stressful have now become fun and are navigated with ease. Because the reality is that the previously dormant 98% of our DNA is not junk DNA. Its powers simply haven't been realized yet. It's really like an undiscovered treasure chest of information and new abilities yet to be utilized. Within you now lies layers of dormant potential simply bursting to be let out. Until today, that potential has been wasted, but now your time has come to activate it and to put it to immediate use. Just stop for 1 second and think of the opportunities that are passing you by right now. The chance to be wealthy, to be successful, to be happy, to enjoy incredible health benefits, and to manifest cherished lifelong relationships. The potential to experience all of this is locked inside you right now. All you need is the key to activate it. Aaron's short 10-minute neural wealth track is that key. It has already been responsible for vastly improving so many lives, and today it's your turn to experience that epic change. No matter what your ambitions and aspirations might be, no matter what it is in life that might be getting you down, neural wealth has the capabilities to be the answer to almost everything. You might want to become incredibly rich, to get lucky on the lotto, to start a new business, to lose weight, or to attract a partner. You may want to find a way to combat the stresses of everyday life, or perhaps stop smoking, or deal with anxiety better, or maybe simply want to start feeling happier with yourself. Once dormant genes in your DNA are activated, you'll be empowered to achieve any of those things. Suddenly, you'll be able to live life on your own terms, empowered by the nerveless confidence installed within you by this epigenetic transformation. And every small achievement will act as a foundation for even greater successes yet to come. As your capabilities and potential to manifest boundless wealth increases, as will your achievements. With every step, you will feel an incredible increase in the confidence that you have in yourself to achieve all the things you've ever dreamt about, and to become almost a magnet for wealth and prosperity. Indeed, allowing Aaron's neural wealth track to activate those vital yet inactive genes within you could significantly improve every area of your life. Just imagine what you might be missing out on if you let these genes remain dormant. This is something that you simply must not allow to happen. All you need to do is act right now and get access to Aaron's short 10-minute neural wealth track. Some of the richest people in the world travel to London for one of his hypnosis sessions and pay him well over $600 an hour. I'm talking about sports stars, actors, singers, celebrities, entrepreneurs, senior government figures. Aaron has all of them on his client list. But Aaron's goal is to help as many people as he can. Of course, the true value of this neural wealth track is unquantifiable. How can anyone put a price on the ability to manifest unlimited wealth, success, and happiness into their lives? To even come close to valuing this method, you would need to attach a price tag of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. But luckily for you, Aaron is also not in this for the money. He has been crystal clear from day one that helping people is his calling in life. And in order to help as many people as possible, he has made neural wealth as affordable as possible. Our mission is to activate those dormant genes in as many people as we possibly can to allow them to live the life they always dreamt about living. And charging an extortionate fee would obstruct access to the very people that we really want to help. That's why the price you're going to pay doesn't even cover a fraction of Aaron's production costs. And that's because the total cost for this incredible gene-activating audio track is no more than the low price you see on the screen. But I have to warn you, this webpage will not be here forever. This incredible discovery is simply too powerful, and while we would dearly love to help everybody attract wealth and abundance, we are also aware that if too many people were to hear about this, then there are people out there that have the power to make life very difficult for us. These are the people that own 99% of the world's wealth, and they want to keep it that way. If too many people know about Aaron's incredible discovery, then their dominance would be threatened. So we are only able to accept a limited number of people before we close this website for our own personal safety. So if you want in on this, and you want those dormant genes within you to be activated, then I urge you not to hesitate and to secure access to neural wealth now. Thousands of people just like you have already transformed their lives simply by listening to Aaron's short 10-minute track. I'm talking about people from all walks of life. Take Cindy from Vancouver, who listened to the track and within 3 weeks had been made CEO of a flourishing startup company. And Peter from Nebraska, who listened to the track and manifested $10,000 on a scratch card the very next day. And if you are at all unsure, please allow me to calm your cautious mind. Because when you sign up for Neural Wealth today, your purchase will be protected by a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. No matter what happens, your investment will be protected. Just see this as a 60-day trial run. But I can assure you that there is no reason whatsoever for doubt or fear, because this incredible gene activation method has worked for thousands of everyday people, and it can work for you too. What's more, Aaron has agreed to throw in a few gifts when you grab your copy of Neural Wealth today, all of which are designed for increased improvement in particular aspects of your life. Firstly, bonus number 1, knowledge. In this recording, Aaron will reprogram your mind to activate previously dormant knowledge genes within you. This will allow you to become a magnet for information, to increase your capacity for remembering things, and to allow you to flourish in a variety of different environments. And this has a value of $97. Next, bonus number 2, power. With this track, Aaron will allow you to activate genes which enable you to anchor personal armor to deflect all negative energy that comes your way, and give you the power to become the in-control person that you've always wanted to be. This one is valued at $147. And lastly, bonus number 3, abundance. When you play this track, Aaron will enable you to connect to core universal energy and further activate dormant wealth manifestation genes within you. This track is incredibly powerful and has been responsible for the creation of numerous new millionaires. This is valued at $297. So that's 3 bonuses with a combined value of $541, and they are yours for free when you order your copy of Neural Wealth today. Just click on the purchase button below the video right now. Once you've joined, you'll be able to download the 10-minute audio track to either your cell phone or computer. And when you're alone and feeling totally relaxed, go ahead and listen to the track and allow Aaron to activate the dormant genes within you to enable you to achieve incredible success and wealth. If you do this, then I am absolutely certain that you can start seeing money appear in your life very quickly. Now, of course, that money, wealth, and prosperity appears in different ways for different people. I cannot predict the path that it will take for you, but be sure that you will know when you see it. If you cross off this page now, you may never again be given the opportunity to choose the path of enlightenment. Aaron would love to help the world with his unique powers, but that simply isn't possible. This is why it is vital that you click the button below this video and allow Neural Wealth into your life right now. Hesitation could mean missing out on the opportunity to live the magical life of abundance that you've always dreamed of. In a matter of minutes, with Aaron's help, you could be tuned into your highest self. And as your vibration raises, you can draw towards you only love, joy, and money. Negative energy and bad karma will be kept away by your powerful aura. So click the button below this video and place your order with zero risk to you, as you're backed by our 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I made this so it would be a no-brainer decision for you today. After all, what have you got to lose? The decision you make right now may be the most important decision you will ever make. You can choose to ignore everything you've heard in the last few minutes and continue to live life without the success you deserve. Or you could choose a different path, a path of wealth, of money, of happiness, and abundance. We both know that if you don't choose to take that second path and to activate those dormant genes within you, then your life will stay exactly the same as it is today. And maybe you're happy with that. But honestly, you deserve so much more. I believe that you landed on this page for a reason today, and that you are ready to make this change. The universe is calling to you. Click the button below to download your copy of Neural Wealth right now. And remember, this is risk-free for 60 days, so you have nothing to lose. Claim your copy of Neural Wealth now. Click the button below this video right now, and all that you desire could soon be yours.